Welcome to another episode of Broke Speed.
Today we are MOTing the RX8.
Scary times. Scary times.
Yeah, so today we are taking the RX8 for its MOT.
It's a bit worrying, isn't it?
It's a little bit concerning.
What do you reckon's going to happen?
Do you know what?
I'm going for a pass.
You're going for a part. Alright, I'm not that confident. I'm going for a fail, but not a bad one.
Oh, you reckon it could just be something minimal?
I'm past the point of thinking that the chassis is about ready to like break in half.
I feel this car though has been surprising on every level.
I mean, we bought it. Well, I say bought it. We got it as blown up.
And it runs.
It runs,
Everything so far works.
except the radio, which like just stopped for some reason. Just after we washed it, which
Yeah.
is
Really weird.
Yeah, quite concerning.
Horrible leak somewhere and it's just rusting
Yeah.
out on the inside.
So we'll cut to our first drive in the car on the way to the MOT.
Yeah.
Show you how that goes. So afterwards, yeah, it's either just Roman Luke's sad time hour or
Or Luke's happy time
celebration, Luke's happy time hour with a happy ending.
out. Well, who knows? Maybe the MOT man's going to have a happy ending.
Oh, maybe that's how we get through.
Oh yeah.
I really want to pass,
What can I give you?
and then might put him off.
Wow,
Fail.
Much like that, just get out, get him out, pass, go on, get out.
So yeah, right, that's the sucking. Cut to us, driving to the MOT, see how it goes, and then afterwards there's either going to be a montage of awesomeness or just a little sad
Violin music.
violin music, and that's, yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Roll it. So this is our genuine first time on the road in this car.
Yeah, and something's fallen off.
Yep, something's already fallen off, so...
It hasn't fallen off.
No.
It's falling off.
Yeah. So I don't know if you remember, if you watched the video where we did the, radiator fans?
Yeah.
We had to take the under tray off, and I sort of forgot that the little bits like in front of the front wheels, that means they're now like not really connected to anything.
They're connected to the front wheels.
Yeah, and now the floor.
Yeah.
So there's that. But otherwise, you know, we're driving. Oh, and an airbag light has decided to come on. But that comes and goes when you jiggle the connector under the seat. So hopefully we can get that to shut up when we get there. We've also got like no fuel.
Yeah, the fuel light is on.
And this is a rotary, so
That's no fuel.
yeah, I feel like when the light comes on, you're probably basically done.
Your turn.
I haven't got the jerry can, so if that does happen, we can't even like go and get it.
Can you imagine? Oh yeah, we didn't emissions test it. Oh, why not? Oh well, it ran out of fuel. It's now stuck in here.
Oh, there's a petrol station not far from, not too far from the MOT centre, but it is uphill,
Yeah.
like very uphill. Could try and hit it on the way down, I suppose.
We're already late.
We're going to be late, yeah. So,
Well, it's 5 o'clock now. It was booked in for 5 o'clock.
yeah. It's just typical Broke Speed style, isn't it?
Well, it doesn't work.
Late, broken.
All round disappointing. And it ran out of fuel here in the middle of nowhere.
I don't know if you can hear that, but it's not the best. It sounds real bad.
It sounds like an old plane about to take off.
Like a proper prop. Like just
Yeah. That's a Bridgeport rotary. That is.
One day we'll have one of those.
There we go. On.
You can't really do that for the Renesis.
Oh,
No. Like past a certain point, it's not worthwhile apparently. So before you get to like proper lumpy idle town,
yeah.
it's not worth doing. So you pretty much have to dump a 13B, which way around is it? A REW? RAW?
Yeah.
Out of a RX7? Or, you know, start getting like triple rotor, quad rotor. And I don't know about you, I'd love to have a triple or quad rotor.
Yeah, me too.
But I think triples start at like 20 grand. You know, in British pounds, that's
Quite a lot.
a lot, man, yeah. And yeah, again, this is Broke Speed, not like flushed with cash speed. So yeah, we're heading to the MOT station in our free car on like fumes.
Yeah, literally.
We ain't buying a 3-row. I really want to just floor it, but I don't want to. Well, A, I don't want those things falling off.
Yeah.
And B, I don't want to encourage it to blow up or use it all as fuel.
You have to put on the way down.
Oh, this is the kind of thing that doesn't need to be so tense, you know? Like we were ready in good time, in theory, but then like, I took the gear knob off to repair it, and then forgot to bring it back.
I had an old
the same thread, but is so long that the thread doesn't actually start.
It just like flaps around, doesn't it?
So like, yeah, around the barn we were just using that. But if you if you grab it wrong, it just comes off in your hand. And that's, I'm not too sure, but I reckon that's probably an MOT fail.
I guess. There's nothing wrong with grabbing the knob wrong in your hand there.
Yeah, you don't want it coming off in your hand, do you? If you're grabbing some knob, you don't want it like going off in your hand. That's probably that's one thing.
Oh right.
Coming off in your hand, I don't know. That's
a
a different kettle of fish.
That's a tight grab, that is.
You'd want to cable ties and gaffer tape to get that back on. Oh.
It doesn't sound good.
What worries me is if at some point it properly like ingests it. You know, instead of just hitting the floor, if it like goes under a wheel, it's just going to pull like the whole lot off.
That's true.
Probably just bend the wing.
Yeah, because they're really like they're quite delicate, aren't they? The wings.
Yeah, I reckon under tray versus wing.
I reckon Undertray's got it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're all like that, or if it's just ours.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just wrong.
Oh god, this is a good idea or a bad idea.
Why am I seeing it?
Well, yeah, that too. But like going through the lanes kind of thing.
Well, no. If we break down, it's awful.
Because it's like rush hour. Wow, you say that, but it's like rush hour. So if we broke down like on the main road, we would be the most unpopular men in the world for a start.
Yeah, but if we break down here on a hill in the middle of a B road.
Yeah, but there's hills on the A road. I don't know. I still think it's worse. But the problem is, this is not the most direct route. So if we did get stopped, would they be like, "You're taking a piss, mate"?
Yeah, where are you going? Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, we are insured.
It is a valid route, I think.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you really could have let me out there, couldn't you, Sunshine? I do like the noise this makes.
Hmm?
I do like the noise this makes.
Hmm.
It's kind of like a sexy
Spaceship.
vacuum cleaner.
Oh, we went.
Okay, we
went
did go different ways.
Yeah, we went. Yeah.
I think I prefer your way.
You're looking at Henry thinking, you know what? I like his face.
He looks like he can suck.
He can. He's been sucking for years and he does a good job.
I probably rather have a Hetty or something myself, but
Henry's the OG.
he is. But he's also, well, he's inanimate, I suppose. But
Yeah, you can't.
I
He's
really
not.
want. Yeah,
You can't assume his gender. Not these days.
that is true. Oh, stop flapping about, you flappy doodle.
Oh, no. I thought that was a car then. It just broke.
Exhaust just fell off. Right, look at this guy. Look at this guy. There's traffic coming the other way now. So he's doing 26 miles an hour.
Well, that traffic might veer onto his side of the road.
I mean, the traffic behind's likely to ram him at this rate.
I hate people who go this. There's
I know.
no reason for it.
He was going a bit faster, so it's just when stuff's coming the other way. If you can't cope with people driving the other direction, like, you can't drive. Don't go out.
You just need to get back.
Yeah, but you're doing like 40 miles an hour because like something's wrong. So like once, the bonnet came up and the windscreen got smashed.
Yeah.
So I was doing like a max of 40 miles an hour in like a 60. And you still catch people up.
Yeah. And it's not even a case of like you need to speed everywhere. It's that no one does the.
Like, you should not be catching people in a 60 doing 40 miles an hour and being cautious.
No. I'm just driving like 20 miles an hour everywhere. Unless you're in a 20.
Although there's people that do 40 everywhere are even worse.
Oh, they are the worst drivers ever.
Out in a 60 where it's open, you can get places faster. 40. Past people's houses where the children and the animals are,
40.
still 40. Like,
Yeah.
what?
You can always tell as well. As soon as you hit that 30, you're like, they ain't gonna slow down.
Yeah. And we do get past them in the 60 and they're like back behind you, on your bumper.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you didn't get far, did you? Well, no, mate, because
I'm doing the speed limit.
I was trying to do both speed limits.
Yeah.
There we go. Moment of truth.
Pass.
Cross your fingers.
Who knows what's going to happen?
Catch you afterwards.
1 hour later.
Do you want to tell them?
Oh, do you want to do it together? No, that's a bit weird.
I doubt we can coordinate it.
No, we can't. It would just
If
be
like it failed. Oof.
fast. Yeah.
No, it passed.
It did pass.
It passed.
With one advisory.
One advisory, which is basically what we said. It looks like the Titanic underneath.
Yeah, it didn't put that on the advisory sheet, but.
No, I did ask him to. So we are now driving in our fully road legal, registered, free car, not taxed.
Not yet.
Yeah, I need to go home and get the V5. I forgot you need the V5. But yeah, like
Taxed. No. MOT.
yeah, MOT and insured. That's most of the way there. That's the hard bit. The airbag warning light, I jiggle the thing under the seat, and literally, as we were parked outside the MOT station,
Disappeared.
we got to just turn off.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll come back on, but that's the problem for next year's Rom Luke.
And they fixed the under tray.
Yeah. Yes, they very kindly cable tied up the under tray that we forgot to reattach. So now we can go over 40 miles an hour.
Hopefully.
I think it's still a question around if we should.
Yeah.
Oh, 50, 50.
Tiny
Oh no,
notes.
don't no. Oh no.
Oh, and you're behind him.
No.
Oh,
No.
directly behind him.
Okay, we're just going to take a
You
slightly
didn't even indicate.
different route. We are fully road legal. I don't know if I'm going to put this in, but it doesn't show up on the insurance database yet because it doesn't get updated very often. So I'd have to. We would get pulled if we got pinged on the NPR, and then I'd have to show him my
Receipt.
my
Receipt.
certificate, and yeah, I just can't be bothered.
No.
We're having a good night. We don't want to,
Be pulled over by
Pulled over by the
angry
50.
policeman.
always bothering the bread bin.
They are.
So there we go. Passed. We've been out.
Who'd have thought it?
I know, right? And I passed pretty well.
Did actually.
He did say it was weird, like we have. There's no play in the bushes or anything because it's only done 40,000 miles.
Yeah.
But the arms look, like crusty and like you see.
Yeah, they are like the Titanic.
So that's pretty, pretty epic. But yeah, we've given it some proper shit, really.
Yeah.
Then he got told off by an old lady. Yeah,
She couldn't catch us.
she couldn't catch
She was
us.
old.
And yeah, it's performed really well. And I'll tell you what, I don't know about you, but having driven it a bit more now, I sort of get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the fuel bill?
Well, this is it. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think I could run it.
No.
I've done 100 miles, and some fairly enthusiastic miles, but still not a lot. And there's about a third of a tank left.
It's not great, is it?
No. So what's that going to be? That'll be 150 to a full tank. 150 miles to a full tank, which is like 70, 80 quid's worth to fill up.
I reckon it would get if you just sort of pooped around in it.
I don't know, and I also can't remember. I think there's something about these are only efficient at higher revs.
Oh, okay.
So I think you're supposed to, even when you're cruising, you're supposed to do it in like a higher gear. I think. Tell us, if you're rotary experts, you've seen the channel. We're not rotary experts.
We have no idea.
I don't know what it is. So yeah, let us know. And I'm not saying they'll all do this. Like this one might not be running particularly well. It's been sat for a long time. It's got a lot of oil in it. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I might be driving it wrong, and we have been driving it enthusiastically. But either way, I'm a constant in this. If I want to run it daily, then this and me, this is how it's going to be. And I just got 150 miles probably to a full tank. I can't do that. But what I will say for it, it handles brilliant.
Fantastically, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
It's on the really old tyres as well.
Yeah.
It is.
So it's easy to get the back out at the moment because we're on 9-year-old tyres, but it's so pointy, and you can just really feel what's going. It's fantastic, and the engine and people say there's so much with rotaries, and I'm like, yeah, and you're probably doing the same at home now. It's so smooth. It's so smooth. And I feel in a piston engine, when you're getting up to like high revs, you're getting up to high revs. Yeah, it feels straight, don't you? You can feel through the whole car, like, it's like, no. And it doesn't want to be there. This is just like, yeah. And then it doesn't matter.
No.
It doesn't care.
No.
I'm sure eventually like, bearings and stuff will fail, but it just doesn't.
It's funny because it sounds like a little Henry Hoover around town, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a bit like.
Yeah, when you're pooling around, it's full on vacuum cleaner. Just
Yeah.
Henry, But when you get on it, again, you can tell it's not a piston engine. It doesn't sound quite like anything else. It's like this sort of swarm of angry bees.
Sexy Henry Hoovers.
Sexy Henry.
Like 10 of them.
When you get on it, it turns into Sexy Henry.
Yeah.
God, we were looking for a nickname for this car. Is that going to be it?
Henry.
Sexy Henry.
Sexy Henry. It sounds like Sexy Henry's met Henrietta, and Henrietta's got the suck on.
She's got the suck on.
Yeah,
old Henry.
and he's like, woo!
Right.
And it's red.
And it's red.
And it's like a Henry.
I think we might have accidentally just named the car Sexy Henry.
Sexy Henry.
Henry was named my grandfather as well, so I'm sure that's some sort of Freudian nightmare.
There we go, look at that.
Unless you guys have got some better suggestions, I think this is going to be Sexy Henry.
Sexy Henry.
And we're going to slide under Sexy Henry and tickle his old balls.
Oh yeah. His
Yeah.
crusty old balls.
His crusty old balls.
You haven't been touching in a while.
Sexy Henry. It is quite intoxicating, isn't it?
It is. I really like it.
What are we doing now? That's a good question.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
I think basically we're going to put some more miles on it this month, so we've only taxed it for this month. Put some miles on and make sure it's not just going to blow up.
Yeah. Just make it see if it's worthwhile, really.
Yeah, because you don't want to pay like 200 quid to turn up for a track day and then it blows up on the first lap.
Yeah.
I mean, that could still happen, but it's much more likely to happen if we're like, cool, we've done 30 miles, all's well, and then take it out on track like 9,000 RPM
Yeah.
on sticky tyres. So I think what we'll do is we're going to leave it over the winter now. We've got some track prep to do, so
Yeah.
some like reliability mods, because these do have weak spots. So we're going to... Yes.
Okay.
We're going to try and address some of those before we get out on track. Obviously, we've got to get some better tyres. We wanted to do a comparison of like road tyres to sticky tyres, but
Just don't think these are going to be.
no, 9-year-old road tyres, I feel like we're not going to have much fun.
No.
And it's not really indicative of buying a new road tyre, is it?
No.
So I think it's going to be mothballed for a little bit. We'll get back to working on the S13 because it badly needs it.
Yep.
And then heading into next season, when tracks start opening up again, we'll show you the reliability mods, show you the basic track mods, and then we're going to try and develop the car. So take it out, set some times, and develop us as well. Like we've not really been out much.
No.
So-
I've never been out.
No, I haven't actually. I've been out in many track cars, never driven one. Somehow, I don't know how I've got this far.
Yeah, surprising, really, isn't it?
So we've got to improve as well. We'll try and get ourselves to a standard where we can see the changes in the car. So yeah, that's what's coming up. As always, thanks for watching.
See you later.
Yeah, see you next time.